Hello and welcome back to this Ruby programming course. Okay, so in this video, we'll be touching major 5 points in Ruby, or we can say strings in Ruby. Before this lecture, what we have understand is what is string and all. We basically touched all these points. So in this video, we'll be touching these 4 points in this video. So like if you have string and if you want to access any element in this string, how you can access it, we will be understanding in this video. And we will also understanding that how we can do string interpolation. If you want to put some variable inside the string and you want to print that string, how we can do that, we basically call that string interpolation, and we will do that. And then if you want to join two strings or three strings, then how you can join, we'll also be understanding that. And next, the next point is freezing the string. Unlike other programming languages, strings in Ruby are mutable. That means that you can update them. Okay. Strings are basically nothing but an object, and you can update any object. Okay. So to make that immutable, we have to use a method present in the string to make it immutable. Okay. So uh, let's do that. Now, suppose we have a string in Ruby. Let's name it mm, s equal to protege. Okay. So now, if I ask you to give me just the last element of the string, how will you do that? So to understand that, we'll first have to understand what are the indexes and how the index works. What are the index of particular characters in the string? So the first character's index is always 0, just like the array in the C language. You have studied that. The first element's index will start from 0, and then the last index of the element is its length minus 1. So suppose the length of this string is uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the index of E will become 8. Okay, like its length minus 1. Length minus 1. So whatever the length is, its index will be minus 1. And also, you can fetch E with the negative index, and the negative indexing starts from backward, and it starts from minus 1. So index of E is minus 1, index of I is minus 2, index of H is minus 3. Okay, so let's print. You can use P to print also. Suppose I want to fetch E, so I will use s minus 1, and I will ruby underscore strings as I have written the path or the file name. So we have fetched E. Now if we want to fetch H, we will use minus 1, minus 2, or minus 3. So if I write here minus 3, I will get the letter H. Okay, this is the negative indexing, and you can also use positive index. Now if I write here 3, s of 3, then what will be printed here is 0, 1, 2, 3, because the indexing from front starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. T will be printed. As you can see, T is printed. Okay. Moving forward, now suppose you want to fetch the substring. So suppose you want to fetch techie, Techie. You have to put the start index over here, start, underscore index and then the length of the string starting from that index. So if I give start underscore index as 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I write here 3 and the length I want from T is T E C 3, 4, 5, 6. I will write here 6. Now let's see what is printed. We have printed the techie. So I hope you understand the string slicing. We basically call it string slicing. There are other methods as well in Ruby, but for now you can call it string slicing because it is string slicing. Now let's understand the freezing of the string. First let's understand the string concatenation. Suppose I have two strings s1 as pro and what is this, and s2 as techie, and I want to print them combinedly. We can print them like this. It was very easy, right? So just like the plus, you can also use uh, double less than sign to print, to concatenate the strings. You can also use dot concat method present in the string. We have print the protectee, and now let's understand that how you can freeze the string. Uh, let's go get into the IRB to do this. Suppose I have string a equal to pro and I do a dot freeze. A dot freeze. We have a method for string this object dot freeze, and I have freezed that. So now I should not be able to concatenate. If I want to concatenate techie, I cannot do this because I have freezed it, as Ruby strings in Ruby are mutable, but I have freezed that string. So now it has become, now the A has become immutable and I cannot freeze it. And so I got the error can't modify the frozen string pro. It We got this error from this frozen error class. Okay. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll again continuing the strings in the next video.